Sky. I'm from Australia.
I'm Tom. I'm Australian.
Your first time in Japan?
Third time in Japan.
Third time. So how is it after you third time come to Japan? Your experience?
It's still really fun. Still really enjoy it.
So this time, how long you will be in Japan?
Just one month.
1 month.
Yeah.
So today, how long you have been in Japan?
We're almost at the end. We're at like
1 day left.
1 day left. Last day.
So you will back to your country?
Yes.
Yeah. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. That's about the next day.
Maybe you can tell what first impression about Japan first time you come to Japan?
Everything's very organized, and everyone's very polite.
Very friendly, people willing to help us and take us to our accommodation and stuff.
So nice and friendly and fun.
And what you feel are the biggest difference from your country and Japan?
Super convenient. Just you need anything, any time of day, you can just go get it.
So how about you?
It's just, people are very honest here. I left my wallet in the airport and I got it back. Our friend left her phone just on the ground the other day, and
we got it back, yeah.
Someone brought it back to her. Yeah, that wouldn't happen at home.
Be gone.
Yeah, someone just take it.
This is your third time. The most memorable experience in Japan. Maybe you can share with us in the 1 month.
This time I went to Sanrio Puroland and I saw the kawaii kabuki. It was very fun. I like cute things, so it was very cute.
So how about your food experience in Japan?
Oh yeah, just everything's good. Everything's good. Like you go to like some even pop-up cafes. Like it's like, oh, okay, that's all right. Like at home,
like the really small places.
yeah. Back home, it's like if it's really small, it's really bad. But here, it's like, oh, it's actually good, nice.
Take a lot of care to make sure things are actually nice. Yeah.
So, what the most favorite in Japan?
Favorite food?
Yeah.
All the ice cream. All the ice cream.
You like sweet?
Yeah, and all the matcha. In Kyoto, the matcha in Kyoto.
So how about you?
I just like the curry. So curry and sushi, like fatty tuna. You can't get fatty tuna.
Fatty tuna.
Yeah, much better sushi.
Maybe you can tell us your experience with connecting with the Japanese people.
Well, it's been really good. Like a lot of them try to practice English with us, and then we are like tiny bit Japanese, so we try. But we've been learning Japanese for only 1 year, so very new. But I will say something like I just like at the end of a sentence I'll say "wakarimasu," and then they just go, "Oh, you know Japanese?" I'll be like, "No." But they're very like. They will try to, I like that a lot, they try to speak Japanese to me too.
They've been able to have more conversation this time around, which is nice. Yeah, but not very much still.
Not very much.
What word Japanese you know?
Oh, just, not a lot. I get too shy to do it.
It's okay, no problem.
I don't know. Dorgashimai.
But yeah, no, we just tiny things like, be like wakarimasu, or like I know what they're saying. So I try to tell them I understand.
Give directions, you can go migi, hitari.
Why you choose to come to Japan?
It's relaxing and yeah, like just always something to do. So if you're bored, you just walk outside and there'll be something there.
I see.
It's very fun.
It's a very popular tourist destination.
Yeah, in Australia, everyone wants to come here.
So I guess it's the most different to most places that you can go, but also safe and easy and lots of English. We can get around well. Lots of English. We can get around well.
So what you think about the Japanese public transportation?
Super convenient. Super convenient, like and cheap as well, very cheap.
Actually, yeah, everything's a lot cheaper here than last time. It's gotten very expensive back home, but a lot of things have stayed fairly affordable.
Yeah. It's like $2.
At least the food and stuff.
It'd be like $2 for a train ticket to get where we need to go. It'd be like, oh, okay,
It'd be like $10 at home now.
Very expensive.
Besides Japan, what you have been?
LA, New York, like America, and you've been.
I've been to Switzerland and London and LA and New York.
Yeah.
Indonesia, but yeah, this is the only place we keep coming back.
Yeah, we've only been there once for each one, but then Japan's like, come back.
We really should go other places, but yeah, this is where we always come when we have some money.
Yeah, whenever we save up, we're like, Japan!
We came with a big group this time, 9 people.
9 people.
It all
I
people we
see.
work with, our boss wanted to come, so we've been showing her around.
Thank you so much. Last two questions for you. Maybe you can give some advice to the person who want to come to Japan, because you have 3 times experience come to Japan. Maybe you
Don't bring a lot of luggage. The stairs are the only inconvenient thing. Sometimes in the station it's very hard to find an elevator or escalator, so it's like just don't bring lots, or put it away. Keep it at the hotel.
I'd say just make some time to get out of Tokyo, or maybe get out to Kyoto or something like that. So a lot of our friends, they just want to spend the entire time here, and then they only see sort of one aspect of the country when there's more to it. And especially like Kyoto and Nara and all those places.
Great to hear that you're enjoying your trip in Japan. And last question for you: if you can take him back something from Japan, what you want to take him back? Anything is tangible things or untangible things. Yeah, maybe a culture or maybe a souvenir.
Yeah, I would say like in Australia, we have some things we call culture, like bunning sausages or something. But like just in general, like the culture and how you guys have kept it so like how it's always been kind of thing. Like it's so refreshing to come back and see you've maintained it, and it's like gorgeous as the day it was made. It's like very cool. Just any of that, like as in like just the shrines or anything. Like I wish I had that at home. And then taking care of things instead of like getting rid of it. It's like I like that a lot. Nihon大好きです.
This is my favorite compliment. Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you so much for your conversation.
Thank you so much.
And enjoy your Monday days in
and you
Japan.
have fun.
Yeah, thank you. Bye. Thank you so much for your time. I'm Tora-chan. May I know your name and where you're from?
My name's Lauren. I'm from Australia.
Your first time in Japan?
Yes, yeah.
So how is it your experience in Japan?
It's good. Everybody's so kind and welcoming, and just it's so beautiful. Yeah.
What your first impression of Japan when you first arrived?
Clean. Yeah, it's really clean and beautiful.
What do you feel are the biggest difference between your home country and Japan?
Definitely the language and the food as well. Yeah, I like the food here better.
What food you have been tried?
I like everything here. I love sushi and the rice bowls.
Rice bowl
Yeah.
or onigiri.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh.
yeah. That's my favorite.
Until when you in Japan?
Until Saturday. Yeah.
So you will go to Haneda or Narita?
Haneda.
Because you love onigiri. I hear that Haneda, in the departure hall, the second floor there, new onigiri shop there.
Yeah.
It's very delicious there.
Okay,
Maybe you
I'll
can
go.
try
Yeah,
it
yeah,
before
I'll
you
go.
going back to your
I
country.
will, yeah.
It's the most popular in Japan. Onigiri. The Haneda one is the second shop there.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
maybe
go.
you
I'll
have
go
it.
there.
I have tried it.
Yeah.
It's very delicious.
I'll go there.
Besides Tokyo, where you have been?
I'm just staying in Tokyo. Yeah, so I'm doing all of the tourist things like Disneyland.
This is your first day in Japan.
Yeah.
So what you have experienced in Japan in the first day?
I went out for dinner last night, and then we went to karaoke. That was fun. And then today I'm just walking around, exploring.
So you alone?
Yeah.
It's dangerous women travel alone in other countries. So
Yeah.
what you feel in Japan, you traveling alone?
It feels really safe.
That's great.
It feels safe, yeah.
What you feel safe in Japan?
Everyone's just really helpful. Like if you need help, everyone will help. And everybody's really just happy to have a chat. So I've made lots of friends.
I see. Glad to hear that you enjoy your day in Japan.
Thank you, yeah.
Maybe you can tell me, besides Japan, where you have been?
I've been to Italy, France, Switzerland, Germany, New Zealand and Bali and Australia.
Are there any particular event in your interaction with Japanese people that stand out in your mind? Maybe you can tell us your experience, please. It's kind of like your interaction with Japanese. How you think Japanese people are?
I think they're really nice and friendly. I knew that before coming here, but it's really, I've really seen it just really friendly. And
May I know why you choose to come to Japan?
because I was traveling alone and everyone had told me that it was pretty safe to come by myself. Yeah.
The most memorable episode you experienced in Japan, maybe you can tell us?
So far,
So far, yeah, so far.
probably karaoke last night. That was fun. It was very fun. So I was with some friends that I met last night.
You
Yeah.
met last
Yeah.
time. I see.
New friends.
So after this, where you planning to go?
I'm gonna go back into Shinjuku. That's where I'm staying.
I see.
And then meet a friend for dinner.
So thank you so much. Maybe you can tell us any advice for the people before come to Japan.
Learn some Japanese language before you come.
You learn some Japanese language?
Enough, I don't think. I don't.
What words do you have? You know.
Konnichiwa and arigato. And that's about it.
Sumimasen. You can. Excuse me. You can say sumimasen.
Sumimasen.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
日本語のすみませんは謝罪、感謝、依頼、呼びかけの意味に使われるんだよ。謝罪、すみません、遅れてしまいました。感謝、すいません、助かりました。依頼、すいません、ちょっとお聞きしたいのですが、呼びかけ、すいません、〇〇はどこですかとかね。
日本大好き。
Thank you so much. And enjoy your reminding days in Tokyo.
So at first we didn't know what to expect here.
Okay. Is it your first time coming to Japan?
This is our first time in Japan,
Oh,
and we've been here for about 11 days.
11 days.
Yeah.
So today, how many days you have?
So
been?
today is our last day. Tomorrow morning we leave.
I see.
Yeah.
So how is it your trip in Japan?
We actually love Japan a lot. It exceeded our expectation.
Can you tell us about your New Year's experience in Japan? What traditional event or food impresses you?
So we went to Shibuya Crossing,
Oh.
but they had the countdown closed. Yeah, because I think they didn't want to risk a stampede happening like in Korea.
Yes.
Yeah, but the police were actually, there was about 1,000 police there, but they're still very nice and polite. They won't yell at you, they won't be aggressive,
yes.
they talk to you nicely and say, please move here. So it was still very nice. We still experienced everyone counting down live.
Okay.
There was no countdown on the tower, but we experienced everyone yelling and counting down, so it was pretty fun. Yeah.
What do you think about Japanese New Year culture? Like visiting shrine, making mochi?
Yeah, look, it's very nice that they have their own very ways, but it seems very peaceful. So it looks like what they do is they try to cleanse themselves and start fresh for the new year. So that's something that I've looked at and learnt, and it feels very refreshing for us as well.
Did you experience some things that kind of the experience?
Over here. So yesterday night we came here on the first day of the year, and it was all empty and everything's closed, but we still walked around the temples and the shrines, and it looked amazing. No matter what time of the day you go, everything looks amazing here.
Glad to hear that you really enjoy your trip in
Yeah.
Japan. I want to ask about the food here.
Yeah.
What about how about your experience?
So we've
in
tried
Japan?
different types of food. We've had the ramen, sushi. We've had the what's it called, barbecue meats, izakaya. Yeah, all you can eat. We've tried many different foods. We went to Koko Ramen, the main one that everyone goes to, and every time we had the food, once again, service was amazing.
So what your favorite?
Ooh, it's a tough one. There hasn't been anything bad. Probably just in general, the ramen's perfect here. Perfect consistency. Broth tastes nice. The noodles is perfect. Then you've got the meat. Everything just tastes amazing.
So maybe you have take the picture of your favorite food.
Sometimes I have, yeah. I'm more eat first, then take picture after. No time to waste.
Oh, look, so ramen.
But I like the convenience stores. There was a grape ice cream.
Oh.
There's grape ice cream with the little bowls.
I think
I know what it's called. It's like a purple packet, and it's great. Oh my god!
And
I took a picture of that.
maybe you can see.
I can show you the
I forgot
picture.
the name of the.
Yeah, that one is just every night. Well, it doesn't matter if it's cold, I'll eat it. It tasted so amazing. Let me try find it for you, if I can find it. This thing's very nice, the cheese But in Osaka, we went to Osaka.
Osaka. Oh.
This was very nice, cheesy.
すごい10円貸してる。
Yeah. Then we went here.
Oh, Osaka.
Osaka.
Oh. So in Tokyo, where you have visited?
Everywhere. Shibuya, Shinjuku. We went to Kaito. We went to Akihabara, is it?
Akihabara.
Yeah. So we went nearly a lot of spots.
The big impression place you have been.
We went to next to Mount Fuji. There was an amusement park, Fuji-Q Highland.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to go there.
Yeah, we went there as well. That was amazing because you can see the background of the mountains.
Yes,
so that was refreshing because you get away from the high-rise buildings. So you at least get to see some sort of fresh air, and it's very nice.
You can see the Mount Fuji.
Yeah, we saw the Mount Fuji.
Oh, 割りカットもやったか。
Yeah, we did this one on Christmas Day, Christmas night. So we're driving, everyone's saying hello. yeah. So it was very fun. This is the best life experience it was. Just now I took a photo with the traditional clothing.
Oh.
This one.
Are you trying to? Oh.
Yeah. So I asked the ladies, I'm like, can I take a photo with you? I love what you're wearing. And they're very polite. They said, yeah, let's take a photo. They're very happy. It looks, what they wear is very nice. It looks very traditional clothing.
Yes.
What's it called?
Kimono.
Kimono?
Kimono, yeah.
Yeah. It's very nice. It looks relaxing and refreshing.
Japanese people are often prized for the being polite. Compared to your country, what aspect of their manners do you find especially is polite?
I find they have a lot of respect, but it's respect where they follow specific rules and they make sure that they don't deviate from it. Deviate meaning they don't go away from it. For example, when you go on the traffic lights, everyone waits for the green when they cross. No one crosses on red. You bring shame if you cross on red. So a lot of rules they follow. Even on trains, they all tap on. No one tries to jump. No one pushes in. There's no. If they tap it, it's wrong. They bring shame to themselves. Yeah, we just picked up little things. It's funny when we look at it because compared to where we come from, it's a little bit different. Even though there is specific rules and set, but here they make sure they follow it.
Good to hear that. You very enjoy your trip.
Thank you. Yeah, it was amazing.
Last question for you: is there any things in Japan that you would like to adapt to your country?
Train system.
Train system. Oh.
Yeah.
Why you choose train system?
Because there's a train every 2-3 minutes. If you miss one train, you only have to wait 2-3 minutes and not worry about waiting 1 hour. The train system is very efficient. You jump on the yellow line. You know what? Yellow line means Chiba or something. Then you jump on the green line. It means Yamantong.
Yes.
Every line has a specific way. The color coding helps really well. So it's very smooth.
So you think the numbering of the train is very helpful?
I just think the whole system, the way it works, is amazing. Just efficiency, all efficiency here.
Are you having lost in Tokyo?
The first couple of days we're here, we get lost in the train stations. So we got off at Shibuya and we want to go to the crossing. We're reading the exit signs and sometimes we'll go downstairs. We're not out yet. We're in a different shopping center. We got upstairs. We're more shopping centers. So we're trying to escape the station, but we're going into a maze. So that was our experience. We're like, this is a maze, but it's still fun. You learn more when you get lost.
Yes. I think I understand the feeling because in Shibuya I also get lost.
Yeah. So you learn more. We learned a lot because we got lost. It works out better for us. So at first we didn't know what to expect here. And every day has been amazing here. We actually love the culture here. Everyone's very kind. Every service you get is 10 out of 10. They go above and beyond. Even you go to McDonald's, the service is amazing.
What the kind of you think this part is amazing?
Just like I said, the service here is amazing. Everyone's very polite.
Thank you so much for your time and
Nihon大好き.
Thank you so much. This is our token thanks.
Thank you.
For both of you. We have a two flavor here. The red one is Osaka flavor. This one is Tokyo flavor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a Thank you so much for your time. My name is Tora-chan. May I know your name and where you're from?
My name's Ben and I'm from Perth in Australia.
Thank you so much. This is your first time come to Japan?
It's my second time.
Oh,
so
second time.
I first came here maybe 6 years ago.
6 years.
A long time ago, kind of.
So how is it your second time in Japan?
It's really good. It's good being a bit older now. But yeah, loved it. And I think enjoying it more the second time around as well.
Can you tell us about your New Year experience in Japan? What the traditional event or food that impressed you in Japan?
We had a pretty interesting New Year's. So I think one of the things that impressed me the most was we didn't realise that it was turning New Year's. So we were just walking down the street, but everyone stopped, which was pretty cool. And everyone basically just started cheering together. So that was the nicest. I was surprised by how strong alcohol is in Japan, so I drank a little bit. But no, it was really good. I think I also enjoyed how organised and polite everyone was on New Year's, for how busy it was. It was really nice.
Then what do you think about Japanese New Year culture? Like visiting shrine or making mochi, like that? You have experience?
So the day after New Year's we went to a shrine and did New Year's prayers.
Yes.
And that was really nice as well. It's good to, I think it's a good way to start the new year, basically. Yeah. But I didn't do any mochi.
Which shrine you have been to for the New Year?
I can't actually remember the name. I'm sorry, my friend's from Japan, so he took us.
I see. Oh, your friend is from Japan.
Yeah, he's originally from Japan, so he kind of knows all the tricks and things like that.
How about food in Japan? What you have tried food in Japan?
So far, we've had went to a sushi train with one friend, which is really nice. And to be honest, I've eaten a lot from the convenience stores and things like that because I'm trying to spend not a lot of money, so
I see.
I'm doing it cheap. But soba. I haven't had soba before, and that's my goal, is to try some soba.
So what the most favorite Japanese food that you have tried?
So not on this trip, but before, ramen. Definitely ramen. Yeah, I love ramen. So especially because it warms you up.
Yes, because it's cool outside.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes. And maybe you can tell us about your experience with Japanese hospitality and politeness.
Yeah, the most polite people that I've ever met. I would like to tell a story. When I was first in Japan, we were trying to get cash out when we first arrived because we didn't have any, and we asked someone that was running a bakery if we could get cash from them, and he basically had a line of people, but he closed down his bakery for us and walked us through the train station, and then he just showed us this is the ATM. So yeah, really polite. And even the other day we were buying tickets to go to Shibuya, and someone that was just next to us just overheard that we were speaking English and we were struggling a bit, and he said, "Oh, don't get the train, it's more expensive, you can get the bus." So things like that, really polite. It's awesome.
So anything you would want to share the most surprise when you come to Japan?
Probably for how big Japan is, or in particular Tokyo, how big it is. It's super clean. Everywhere feels very clean. So yeah, it's just, everything feels very tidy compared to in Australia sometimes, where there can be rubbish around, or it's hard to explain. But in general, just things seem more well kept in Japan, which surprised me for how big it is and how many people live here.
How about the Japanese public transportation?
Oh, awesome, and it's cheap as well. So really cheap compared to where I'm from in Perth. It's really expensive compared to Perth. So we were saying before we were planning to travel around, and we thought, well, we may as well train to multiple places because it's so cheap and affordable. It's good.
Then last question for you: is there anything in Japan that you would like to adopt in your country?
I think it probably would be the kind of politeness and how nice people are, or willing to help people are. Not to say that in Australia people don't do that, but I think it just goes to another level in Japan. Yeah.
So you have any trouble because in Japan no many Japanese that can speak English. So is it for you something that difficult, something that you're troubling you when you speak to Japanese?
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's hard to explain. It can be difficult because I know barely any Japanese. So again, my friend's been teaching me a little bit, but I've never been able to say buy something or get information. I've always been able to figure it out, and I find that all the people, especially servers and workers here, are very helpful. So if I don't know any Japanese and they don't know English, it's not like they just give up, but they'll kind of point things out and show me a plastic bag and do you want this and things like that. So it can be difficult, but again, back to the politeness, everyone's very kind and like yeah helps you get through it basically.
Glad to hear that.
Thank you.
So you will plan to go out to Tokyo?
Yeah, so well, we're going to back into Shibuya tonight. Yeah, and then once we finish in Tokyo, we're then going to go to Osaka as well. So I know it's a lot of people I know from Australia and around the world are in Japan at the moment, Tokyo and Osaka especially.
You're looking forward to explore Japan more?
Yeah, definitely, because I've only ever been to Tokyo before, so this will be my first time in Japan outside of Tokyo.
May I know when you choose come to Japan?
I think it was because in terms of travelling around, I've been to Europe and America recently, so I haven't really travelled anywhere in Asia relatively recently, and Japan. It comes back to kind of the kind of cleanliness and especially feeling safe travelling. It's one of those places where I feel like I can be pretty relaxed. Like even here, it's really busy, but I know that nothing's really going to happen. It's pretty like
Are you planning to coming back to Japan again?
I think I would definitely come back. I don't know when, but I come back. One of my friends that I'm here with literally said before, he was like, I'm going to come back straight away. He's like, I'm already thinking of coming back next year, so he loves it.
Thank you so much for your time. And
Nihon daisuki.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Was that okay? Did I say it all right?
Yeah. Your pronunciation is very good.
I feel bad that I don't speak Japanese.
I'm Tora-chan. May I know your name?
Yeah, I'm Tristan.
Tristan.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from Australia.
Australia, I see.
Yeah.
So this is your first time come to Japan?
It's my first time visiting Japan, yeah. It's been really good, and I've just come to Tokyo and I'm going to go visit Kyoto and Osaka after this.
So how is it your experience?
My experience? It's been really good. It was a bit of a shock at first because I came into the busy parts of Tokyo. So just like Shinjuku and all those places, yeah. So that was a bit full on because I'm not used to that many people around me.
I see.
And just like the lights and sounds, everything's very overwhelming. Whereas in where I come from is called Adelaide. It's like a city of about 2 million people. And it's remote, like separated from the other cities by quite a distance. And so it's a bit more quiet and relaxed there, and
then
different.
You come to Tokyo, it's too many people to show you.
Yeah, I've gotten used to it now, but then it's also the language and all of that. And I just learnt a few words here and there. Just like sumimasen, arigatou gozaimasu, and like just little things like that, and kore desu, and just how to basically navigate without knowing the language.
How about food in Japan? What you have tried?
Well, the first proper meal I had here was ramen at just a place in Shinjuku, and I loved it. It was like my favorite. It's the best ramen I've had. Like I've had ramen in Australia, but it's not the same. Not exactly the same. Probably not as fresh, I reckon. The noodles are made on the spot, kind of thing. I mean, on the day or whatever. And back at home, it's not like that. So yeah, that was really good. And
what you have tried?
I'm just trying to think now. I tried some Japanese curry, which I've had before, but I liked that. I had sashimi and sushi, and yeah, that was really good. But I think probably more into the noodle dishes, and I'm trying to find different kinds of noodles and things that I haven't had before. Teppanyaki as well is something I want to have. I haven't had yet, so yeah, I wanted to do that. I'm probably in Osaka, so yeah.
What kind of ramen was it?
It was just a tonkatsu. Yeah, tonkatsu, and which is I think my favorite now after having that. Yeah.
Do you have any picture of the ramen you can take?
I do.
Okay, maybe you can show you this.
I can show you. Hold on. Oh yeah, it was a spicy miso one actually, but it had the tonkatsu pork. That's after I'd mixed it in, so it's not a nice picture. Yeah, but that was good. And also the other thing I've really loved is just having Asahi draft beer, because it's in Australia. They make Asahi locally in Australia, and it's just not the same. Like it doesn't have the same flavour. And I noticed the difference when they changed the recipe from the Japanese one to a different one.
So how is it?
So here it's a lot better, yeah, especially on tap. So I don't think I'll ever have it again in Australia because it's just not the same. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll have to like write a letter to them and say, send it, import it again, because they need to start,
Since you're in Japan, you must try many alcohol in Japan also.
Yeah, a little. I tried some different beers. I've had a lot of them before at home because they have the brands, a lot of the same brands, except we didn't have Suntory draft at home, so that's one I had here. What else? I've had some different whiskies, Japanese whiskies. So I like the single malt whiskies, they're really good. I had a whiskey highball as well. Yeah, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm enjoying just trying different alcohol. Japanese sake, I bought a bottle and I tried one, but I haven't like drank the bottle yet. I'm probably just going to take it home because yeah, just as a souvenir kind of thing. Yeah, but I like sake.
Glad to hear that. How you feel about safety and public order during your stay and travel in Japan?
I think it's a very safe place. So like compared to Australia, compared to cities in Australia, it seems safe. Like even one thing that happens is if you're in the city and you leave something like on a bench or at your table and then you go away and come back, it might be gone. But here it's not like that. You can just like, people will chase after you with your bag or like, you know, will be really helpful and try to make sure that you're looked after, and yeah, I think that's been really good. So I've definitely had a good positive experience in that sense. And I haven't really heard of any problems happening to anyone in Japan yet. From people that I know that are here, so like nobody's really experienced any crime or anything like that. So that's, I think, good. I know that stuff does happen sometimes, but probably compared to Australia, it's safer, I would say. Yeah.
So how about Japanese people? Did you have any contact with the Japanese people, communicating with them?
So not a whole lot on the whole, like in Tokyo, apart from people who are serving me and stuff like that. The people who have been serving me have been really nice. And also like there was a hotel that I stayed at, and the guy, it was like an older hotel, but the guy who was running it gave me like a New Year's gift, and I was like really touched by that. I thought it was really, really nice, because that sort of thing you just don't, like people in Australia wouldn't really do that sort of thing. They don't go to that next level of customer service or like, you know, really trying to be nice like that. So I think that's been really cool. But yeah, I haven't spoken to many people just like randomly. I haven't sparked very many conversations yet, but I think Tokyo is a bit of a hard place for that because everyone's really go, like they don't stop, you know what I mean? Yeah.
So how about the Japanese? People say that Japanese is very polite. So how about your thing?
Yeah, well like I was saying, like I've noticed people are very polite in customer service in businesses and hotels and all of that. For the most part, like obviously not everybody's perfect, but you do have I've had some good experiences most of the time. And yeah, I think Japanese people, I'd go above and beyond. I know a lot more polite than Australians. Like we say please and thank you a lot, but we don't do it quite as much as Japanese people. So, and we're not like, we will sort of be polite to someone if they're polite to us, but here it's like everyone's polite by default, I think. And yeah, that's a difference I've noticed. Yeah.
So you really enjoy your trip in Japan?
Oh yeah, it's been really good experience, and like yeah, it's not exactly what I expected, but like I guess you don't really know until you go somewhere. I think it's been a really good, yeah, it's definitely, I would like to come back here again. I already knew that I would want to come back again anyway, so that's kind of, you know, a given, because there's so many things I haven't been able to do on my trip because there's just not enough time. And yeah.
So. Thank you so much, and I'm glad to hear that you really enjoy your trip in Japan.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And for the last question, is there anything in Japan that you would like to adopt to your country?
I would love it if in Australia if we were a lot cleaner and tidier. So I think just like the way that people in Australia, people will leave rubbish on the streets, and or they'll just not really tidy up after themselves at businesses and stuff, and they'll leave toilets a mess, you know, that sort of thing. So it's like, you know, just being a bit cleaner and tidier, I think, is a good thing. Yeah, the politeness, I guess, just being kinder to each other and looking out for each other a bit more. Because I think Australians are good at it when it comes to, like, say if someone's hurt or there's like a dangerous situation, Australians will jump in and help. But it's just, there's not always that kindness towards people that, like, I think I've seen more of that in Japan. So yeah, that I would like to see happen definitely in Australia. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time.
Nihon daisuki.
Oh, thank you so much. You guys very much. Then this is our token of thanks for you. This is a cup ramen.
So nice.
Yeah.
This is one of the most popular.
Yeah.
I've seen that. I was going to go to the Cup Noodle Museum,
Oh.
but they're closed today because they're closed over the New Year holiday, so I couldn't go today and I'm leaving tomorrow. But I'll come back another time.
Enjoy your remaining days in Japan. I'm Tora-chan. May I know your name and where you're from? A little bit introduce yourself, please.
Sure, I'm Laura and we're from Houston, Texas in the United States.
And I'm Fletcher.
Your first time in Japan?
Yes.
Yes.
So how is it your experience in Japan?
We've
It's
been
very
loving
great.
it. Yeah.
Oh, glad to hear that, and very welcome to Japan.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So how long you will be in Japan this time?
11 days.
11 days. Today, how many days you in?
This is our third day? Or?
Yes,
Oh, your
third
third day. So since the New Year.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes. Very cool to be here for that.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that. And
Where are you in New Year's night?
On New Year's Eve, that was our, I think, first full day in Japan. So we were very jet lagged. We had a lot of fun during the day, but I think we were asleep by maybe 9 o'clock. we were home.
外国人には大晦日や初詣とか伝統的な過ごし方はどうしていいのか興味があるけどわからないんだ。
what do you think about the Japanese New Year culture, like visiting shrine or making mochi? Have you experienced anything about that?
We visited a couple of shrines, and that's been really cool to see, especially around New Year's, watching so many people come, and it feels like we're getting to be a part of something a little extra special.
How about Japanese food? What you have tried?
Our first night, we just stopped at a random curry place. It was the CC curry, cocoa curry.
Cocoa curry. Cocoa curry.
That was very good. Everything's been good.
Yeah, we've just been, stopping in some random places, but everywhere we go, we're loving it. So it's been great. A lot of good sushi too. We love that, and we don't get a lot of good sushi in Texas, so that's a treat.
So how about ramen? You have tried ramen here?
Yes.
Oh, so how is it?
Oh, very, very good. I love ramen. We have some in the U.S., so it was high on our list of things to
Yes,
to
that
eat.
was a priority.
Can you tell us about your experience with Japanese hospitality and politeness?
I've been amazed by it all. Like everyone is very,
everyone's
very welcoming.
So nice and accommodating.
I know. It makes me wish that I knew some more Japanese because everyone is so courteous, and I wanna be courteous as well. Yeah.
People say that Japanese is very polite and very kind. So how about both of you? Did you anything experienced by yourself? Anything that the kind of the situation?
It feels like people go out of their way to be extra helpful. And I know, like we went to a restaurant 2 nights ago, I think, and our waitress didn't speak too much English, but the couple next to us did, and they helped communicate. And our waitress, she felt so bad that she didn't speak English. And I was like, I feel bad that I don't speak Japanese. Like this is not your problem. But everyone in the restaurant was so kind.
Glad to hear you. That's so sweet. Can you tell us what has impressed you the most since you come to Japan? Something that's surprising you?
Well, maybe it wasn't a surprise, but just so impressed with the metro system here in Tokyo and just how efficient everything is.
The trains run on time.
Yes.
It's not like that in Texas. Our public transportation is not good at all. It's very inconvenient. But here is wonderful. I love it.
In Japan, the train is very complicated. The system is very complicated. How both of you, what you can remember the name of the station, because it's all in Japanese. So what the kind of method you remember the station name?
We just use Google Maps.
I see.
It tells us exactly where to go.
So do you realize the numbering of the
Yeah, so we look at the number. There have been a few times where we've gotten on the train going the wrong direction.
Only once. I do feel like we figured it out fairly quickly. I mean, day one when we got off the airport and we're going to the hotel was a little overwhelming. But we were also very tired. It was a long flight, so jet lag exactly. With all the apps and maps everywhere, it's not too bad. I think Shinjuku. That's a really big one, right? Yeah, I was very overwhelmed when we got off there initially.
I understand because I'm also always get lost in Shinjuku station.
Oh, that makes me feel better.
Shinjuku, Shibuya, Tokyo station. Many people will be get lost and don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Japanese also is getting lost over there. Maybe this last question for you. Is there anything in Japan that you would like to adopt to your country?
Oh, yes, I think so. Well, I mean, like we just said, public transportation, I think we could learn something. I feel like people here are very, well, again, courteous, and there's no trash on the floor. People take their trash with them. That is not like that in the United States. There's garbage everywhere. It's a simple thing, but it would be really nice to take that home with us.
So how about you? Maybe a little bit different opinion?
No, I mean, I think that's a good one. Everything's very clean, like in the bathrooms, everything's like so clean and so available.
So how about the toilet in Japan? Do you have any experience there?
We have a bidet at our house. Yeah.
I see.
But that's not very common where we are. But it's nice.
It was a perk of the trip. Yeah.
Well, and I've been surprised at how nice the toilets are, like in the train station or like all over the place, not just in the hotel or at a restaurant. You know.
Can you tell us why you choose to come to Japan? Are you traveling besides from Japan also? And
no, we're traveling to a couple cities around in Japan, but we're just coming to Japan and then back to the U.S. And I think coming to Japan had been kind of on both of our bucket lists for a long time. So and we've had several friends come in the last few years, so they had suggestions on where to go, what to do. So it just felt like a good time.
Glad to hear that you very enjoy. Glad to hear that you really enjoy your trip in Japan.
Oh yeah. I keep saying I feel like this is the coolest thing.
I keep saying I feel like this is the coolest thing.
Or like the coolest trip we're ever gonna take. Yeah.
Oh, glad to hear that.
Live in Japan sometime.
I feel like I could if I knew the language better.
I think we'd have to learn the language.
But you're planning to come to Japan?
Yes, that's my best friend. Yeah.
Are you planning to coming back to Japan after this trip over?
I would love to come back. I feel like there's so many other cities I would like to see too in Japan, but you know, we're here for 11 days and there's only so much we can do. So tomorrow will be our last day in Tokyo, and then we'll keep traveling it around. But we'll see. We'd love to come back one day.
Glad to hear that.
Nihon daisuki.
Thank you so much. You're very good. We have two flavors here. This is Tokyo flavor. Red one is the Osaka flavor. Thanks for talking for both of you because you cooperated with us.
We have different types of soy sauce.
In different space. Yeah.
今後も日本ってやっぱりすごい、そんな気持ちになってもらえる動画をお届けします。最後までご視聴いただきありがとうございます。チャンネル登録、そしていいねボタンもよろしくお願いします。コメントも大歓迎です。ぜひぜひコメントしてください。それでは次の動画でお会いしましょう。さようなら。